Well, I think he is, and he has made the protection of the Earth's climate balance a centerpiece of his economic plan, as he should, because multiple studies show that the best way to create the tens of millions of new jobs we need to recover from the ravages of the pandemic, and particularly the economic ravages of the pandemic, is to invest in this sustainability revolution, renewable energy and batteries and electric vehicles and efficiency improvements. And it's worth pausing for a moment, Jake, to look at the connections between this pandemic and the climate crisis. Number one, the pandemic has shown us the dangers of ignoring grave warnings from the leading scientists and experts like Bill Gates, who's been warning about such a pandemic for so long. When we get warnings from the leading virologists and epidemiologists that this thing is coming, we should prepare for it. And the same thing is true of the climate crisis. Secondly, the climate crisis has made the ravages of the pandemic worse because the air pollution that comes from burning fossil fuels makes people far more vulnerable to the pandemic. Uh, the third connection is that we are seeing today, with the first distribution of these vaccines, that the scientific revolution is still accelerating in its power. And that is also true where the solutions to the climate crisis are. 90% of all new electricity generation will come from solar and wind and renewables. Uh, we're seeing a dramatic advance with nation after nation announcing just in the last few months major new commitments to quickly phase out the global warming pollution that's causing this crisis. Now, the crisis is still getting worse faster than we're deploying solutions, but with the United States restored to its traditional post-World War II position of leader in the community of nations, President-elect Biden can really rally the world to make more rapid progress in solving the climate crisis. He's made the decarbonization of the electric grid, for example, the centerpiece of his economic plan, and I think that's a great start. Well, she is going to be a great vice president. We had a wonderful conversation. I've known her for some time, and we just shared some thoughts about what the position of vice president is and how she can maximize her ability to help President-elect Biden lead the country as effectively as I know he's going to do.